you have concerns about that location, take the floor, and that's going to be the safest way to do this without interrupting into chaos. Okay. So right now I have Swanland Park, I have Welcome Park, and I have Federal Reserve to Bank of America steps.
That would be a march.
Okay.
I'm not in your way at all, am I? Thank you.
So are we at the point where we're going to begin occupying? Some people are.
Yes.
If they want to, they can. I will tell you right now, I'm not occupying yet. I personally don't think we're there yet, but I'm not stopping anyone, obviously. Suggestions for locations or questions? Okay.
I have a question about the legality of what it means. It seems to be that this has to be legal.
Mic check. It does seem the police
Should be involved in the process.
should be involved in the process.
We decide on certain areas.
We decide on certain areas
Without considering them.
without considering them. There will be a problem.
Contacting the police to find out the legalities. So we should know that.
On the issue of occupation, people. On the issue of occupation. The function of doing an occupation is that it is illegal. So for people who are actually doing occupations, they are breaking the law. And that is the idea. But it is done with a higher purpose. It is done in this deliberate way. That's why it is not a decision to be taken lightly.
I just want to make two quick points.
Suggestions?
The first one, that we try to funnel everything or coordinate between Facebook and website. For Facebook, it's kind of confusing. There's something to follow. But in the website, we can have specific forums for each topic. The second thing.
I forgot the second. Come back.
I'll be back.
Again on the occupation. If we ask the police if it's okay for us to please protest, they're probably going to say hell no. So I wouldn't be too concerned. They're fortunate that we have taken the effort to pre-inform them of our good intentions. What's really important is that we get together and friggin' do it.
Mic check.
Appointed process? We don't have a process. What we're working through right now is a process.
This week, y'all would like to get together, and learn more about the learning process. We're gonna have workshops. These are big decisions. That should be made. As a group. In a general assembly. Might I throw out there. If we have a general assembly. On Friday. To adopt. Processes. For discussing these things. And deciding these things. These are big decisions. They speak for the movement as a whole. People are free to act and do and say. What they want. But I think it works better. If we speak with one voice. That's all.
Who's for marching?
Let's have a question.
What kind of numbers are we trying to reach to facilitate everybody being comfortable with us occupying?
Many as we can.
Obviously, the more numbers, the better. But is there a certain amount we're trying to reach before we start comfortably occupying one of these areas? Like we need 50 people, 100 people?
We had like between 250 and 300 yesterday. We can do that again.
Yeah. So as long as we get a certain amount.
By 24/7. That's
Right.
Yeah. There's a difference between your demonstrations and your occupations. I think it's going for the short term, building up support, rallying, demonstrating as a model. I think there will be a small group of people that wants to occupy. I know there is. There are people who want to occupy. That's good, but I don't think we should, use any kind of consensus vote to try and force the entire group to occupy with this time. We can have these two different things at once, right? The small group that wants to occupy can occupy. The rest of us can do support, right? That was done even in old school occupations. Civil rights. It wasn't like when you go and you do the lunch counter occupation. There's a whole support network. Right? Not everybody goes. The more important thing is that you get this consistent panel. Right? You want to stabilize the normal functions of the society, but be able to do it constantly. It's not good enough to have this one big event. But demonstrations are like just advertising. It's just an ad. We are the ad. We stand. We become the advertising. Right? People drive by, they're like, what the hell's that? What are they doing? Another group by the courthouse. Can't believe it. They'll think we're the Tea Party. Until they stop. Not for a while. For a hot minute, they'll think we're the Tea Party. Right? For 5 seconds. I swear. Once they believe it's the first sign, then they go, oh, wait a minute. But, we should just get all American, to first all the American flag. We all just do that. It's very confusing. I'm joking. So just the difference between occupations, I think that's going to form. My guess would be, in terms of actually having a strong, mobilized, constant ability to do occupations, 5,000 people, 8,000 people. If you have that as your network, you're going to, it's a very apolitical town. It's the last election, and elections, I know elections are just elections, so I just use it as a metric. 19,000 people turned out. And then the winner took 7% of the vote. So you don't need that many people. The 185,000 people in Fort Lauderdale, that's the city population. If you have 8,000, I know that's still not even, still a fraction, right? It's a small percentage. But still, that's enough. I think that you can be constant, you can be driving, you're really going to have a force. Right? And my one other concern with occupations is just, it can conflict with people's perception right now. Until they know what it is, the occupation can be confusing. Because just, you're going to set yourself up to be painted in a certain way, and it could get risky. I'm not saying it will. We can control media now that you've never been able to control. We are the media, right? The Facebook thing, whatever it is. We're going to tape ourselves, put ourselves out, that kind of thing. So, all right, I guess I beat that point to death.
I think this is an opinion thing. But I think this Saturday, we're doing it for two reasons right now. A, there was demand for it amongst the community, so, as facilitators, we're trying to facilitate the demand. And B, it's in solidarity. The rest of the country is doing something on Saturday. We'd like to be in solidarity with that. But if we all go and start camping out right now, Fort Lauderdale police would have no trouble arresting every single one of us here right now. And then we're done. So that's an opinion, but,
this is just my opinion.
That's my opinion.
But, a lot was just said a moment ago. About reputation. Moderation. We're going to be, whether it be in a demonstration. Or an occupation. We have potential. Cause damage. Surrounding area. Each one of us, in my opinion, should be responsible. To clean up after themselves. To not damage public property. And to also be responsible. To clean up after. Those that will be. Irresponsible.
Yep. So, it seems to me that we're going to be demonstrating somewhere. We want to be where people are. I don't know how many people are in the financial district. On a Saturday. Thank you.
Okay. I think that something that we have to keep in mind is that there is a group that, no matter what, can everybody hear me? Yes. That no matter what, they are going to want to start occupying on Saturday. Whether the majority will be occupying with them or whether they will just be there in solidarity even if that's a march is neither here nor there, because there are certain people that say, yes, we want to start on Saturday. And so I think a suggestion to Congress is that while you do want to do something on Saturday, I think most of us seem to be in agreement on that those of us that do not necessarily want to occupy will do, and will do perhaps a march or something of that sort. And it could possibly be a march from one place to a park or to wherever the location is that these people choose to occupy. So if they were choosing to occupy Shannon Park, we could march from one place and end there, and the people that are choosing to stay would stay there, so that we can kind of cover both things at the same time. As far as I know, and I may possibly be wrong as far as, yes, Saturday is not necessarily the best day to start an occupation if you're trying to make data about the financial district. Not necessarily going to be a lot of people there. But the whole point of an occupation is that you're going to be there on Saturday, then you're going to be there on Sunday, and you're going to be there on Monday. And if there are going to be people there, then the statement is not necessarily going to be lost just because you started on a Saturday.
I'm confused. About the legalities. Of the occupation. I'd like to read. An excerpt. From the Constitution. Congress shall make. No law respecting. Of religion. Or prohibiting the free exercise. For abridging the freedom of speech. Or the press. For the right of the people. Peaceably assemble. And to petition the government. For a redress of grievances.
Since Saturday, the financial district will be empty. Why not do the beach? It's sunny Florida. Yeah. Let's march our asses right up A1A. Everyone needs it. We all know where it is. We can start from the
That's 4 proposals.
On the weekend, banking and finance locations are generally empty. You want to be visible to the general public and passers-by who are not necessarily involved as yet. Look for retail and other public locations besides only government and banking. And parks and plazas. Think about where people are going about their daily lives. Especially on the weekends.
Yes, I second the beach. A bunch of people walking either north or south. And then gathering followers as they walk.
I think there's a theme emerging. Am I correct to assume beach is starting to gain popularity? Concerns on beach?
I don't think the beach is a good way to start.
I don't think the beach is a good way to start.
It kind of looks frivolous. So I would suggest. That's all it's all about. More shops, restaurants. On the boulevard. It would be distracting. And it would be disruptive.
I think one thing about the beach is concern of traffic. We might bottleneck traffic and have to limit. A lot of people maybe just don't cross when there are a lot of Florida residents or there are a lot of out-of-towners. And we want them to get support.
It's both, but you want out-of-towners to see it too.
My concern is that Occupy Wall Street has to do with corporations and corporate greed. I think wherever we choose a location, it should be clear. That is our theme.
I think that if there is going to be an occupation, then we should choose a place that is stationary, like Stranahan Park, to create a base, and it's a public space. Maybe less hassle with police.
Consider park hours.
Yeah.
Your words about Stranahan Park.
Your words about Stranahan Park.
We have plenty of events there.
We have bombs and other groups
demonstrating.
Unfortunately, where it's safe, it's useless.
Bomb is useless.
Where nobody's going to bother you,
You're simply going to be ignored.
you might as well just stay home. That's not what we want to do.
That's not what we want to do.
We want to take it to their face.
We want to take it to their face
And make them uncomfortable.
and make them uncomfortable
And make them feel our pain.
and make them feel our pain.
Thank you.
One quick note again. We do want to caution organizing a occupation. I think we need to focus on the march or demonstration on Saturday, because again, we don't have a huge process, and if people are occupying without processes, it's going to be really hard for them to make decisions amongst themselves. But that's my 2 cents.
I would think that if there's an occupation, it would probably be in the part that we were first talking about. So as a compromise to all the locations, at the park, what's the park right there? Andrew Park. If you started, occupation, that is a good spot, because when downtown happens,
Occupation, that is a good spot.
when weekdays are going on, and occupation is going on, it's a good location. In my opinion. If we were to meet there, and march there, down Las Olas, on the south side of the road, to the beach, onto the beach, and back on the north side of Las Olas.
Circling around in this little riverfront area as well.
You want to speak, did you?
I basically wanted to say something similar. I didn't know if there was a limit. Why do we have to choose the beach or Las Olas? How long does our march have to be?
It's a pretty long march.
Yeah, that's a very long march.
We have all day.
What about the disabled? What about the elderly? We can people like it, you can't walk that far.
He said, what about the elderly, or the disabled? People are welcome to join us at points, leave when they have to, and hopefully everyone's willing to help everyone else. So I think if it ends up being a long march, not everyone has to be there for every part of it. Join when it's convenient.
We have a starting and ending point straight in park, then you stay there, and you can kind of be like...
Sure.
Still tension.
So if people, I work in healthcare, so disabled. Thank you.
Mic check.
I work with the disabled, so that comes to my heart.
I work with the disabled, so that comes to my heart.
I suggest maybe we contact some disabled.
I suggest that we contact some disabled.
And include them in decision making.
To
help get it more acceptable for them. Because they know better than us.
Can we get any kind of consensus? Is there any desire? For a general assembly? On Friday? To deal a little bit more? These issues we're discussing today?
I feel like what we're doing is we're going to do something on Saturday, whether it be start an occupation or do a march or anything like that. We have to decide before Friday. We can't just wait till Friday to decide and say this is what we're doing tomorrow. We have to make a decision before that.
Okay, so... Okay, go on.
I think we have
an opportunity
that people in the past
have never had before.
We have a website that has forums. Not everyone is here right now. Much bigger than this. I personally don't know that it's democratic or fair to decide right now. I think also it's important to give our legal group time to work out any details. I would like to suggest that we set a deadline for suggestions on the website. There's currently a forum asking for suggestions of locations. If we could all make an effort to register and express our suggestions and ideas on that forum, we could speed this up a lot faster. And we could be ready with our legal group for Saturday. We got 2 people. Give a suggestion of the deadline. Wednesday.
Everybody should have a chance to know this.
I think we should announce that, like, as soon as we're done here, we can put that on Facebook and everything. And then you can go on the website, say this is what we're doing, this is the update, everyone, and in coordination with Facebook. I have a word that it'd be fragmented. Some stuff on Facebook, some stuff on the website, and then we're not utilizing addresses. We need to make sure, and the website, I don't know who did it, but it's really easy to post in this topic and share your topic there. On Facebook, you can get 10 minutes.
Okay. We've got 2 people over here who had their hands up for what? No, you were first, and then you and the...
Well, thank you, facilitator.
I'm really loud, so I don't think my check is in back there. I like your point, and I think it'd be important with the processes, right, what you're saying, if all the liaisons met together, and kind of were like, maybe not the head people, but the people that could talk about this and make that a concrete plan. I hope. I don't know. Because, I don't know where the organization is if it's just on the website. Does that make sense? No?
She's next.
I just had a suggestion for the disability.
Can
we involve flyers in the march for that
All cars. We could have them drive up and down and cheer us on, right? Sure. Very good.
All right. In the breaks. No. A couple of thoughts. One, I have an issue too with the Facebook and the website.
I have an issue with the Facebook and the website.
I wonder if maybe we should just have the Facebook as a contact point, but have the Facebook page and refer everybody to the website page. That way it consolidates the conversation into one point. The other thing is there's a flyer floating around from the ACLU that summarizes our rights under the First Amendment. And if you do a web search on it, you'll find it. It's got some very, very obvious, straightforward things that we can and can't do that protect us and, not to protect us, but add to our credibility. So search that out and find it. One of the most obvious things is that if we're going to do a march, we are legally obligated to stay on sidewalks and not block vehicular traffic. So a walk down Las Olas might be very good because it will spread us out and have a good, strong impact, but it's important that everybody stay on sidewalks as we do it. And I'm not sure that going from Stranahan Park all the way down Las Olas to the beach and back really makes sense because there's a very long stretch of that is just residential streets. So maybe there's important, I think, for the walk from March to be symbolic. So if it starts at Stranahan Park, goes down Wall Street representing the Honey Business District, and then moves back and comes back to Stranahan Park, that might have a lot of symbolism to it, in a sense. Okay.
Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Just to briefly touch on a couple things that some people mentioned already on the website. I'm the guy who did it and is running the website. If you have any problems with it, please get in touch with me. You can reach me at media
Also, if you have any information you think would be pertinent to go on the website, same thing. We do have a form there on the website, but on the conference form, you can miss it.